Madison's police chief is talking about his department's response to protests on Tuesday night. He said the violence and vandalism is not the outcome he wanted. A state senator was assaulted and two iconic statues at the state capitol got torn down. The arrest of a protester earlier in the day fueled the anger of the people involved. It revolved around 28-year-old Devanir Johnson, who also identifies as Yeswa Musa. He went into a restaurant on the Capitol Square with a bullhorn and a bat. Police arrested him for disorderly conduct. Videos show as many as 5 officers were there to take him into custody. Demonstrations took a turn that night when people pulled down 2 statues outside the state capitol, broke windows and spray-painted doors at the Capitol building, and broke windows at the Tommy Thompson Center. Throughout the protests, few people responded to the group's actions.
AJ Bypor asked Chief Vic Wahl why police did not move in to stop the violence sooner.
As protesters descend on the state capitol late Tuesday night, Madison police are nowhere to be found. After more than 2 hours of violence, including the assault on State Senator Tim Carpenter and widespread property destruction to and around the Capitol building, police emerge.
The things that happened Tuesday are not at all desirable and certainly not reflecting the outcome that I want as chief.
Acting Chief Vic Wahl says policing the protests, now into their 4th week, is a fine line.
It's a remarkably difficult, challenging line to walk when dealing with large crowds, First Amendment expression, protests, and certainly we do not intend or want to tolerate violence or property destruction, and that's what our perspective will be going forward.
We asked Wahl why police did not get involved sooner when it became clear this was more than First Amendment expression.
Once the decision has been made to engage and to deploy officers, it's not an instantaneous effort, and so it takes some time.
And as for whether elected officials like Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway influence Wahl's decision-making,
in terms of input into our strategy or tactics, that's not something that happens. Those decisions stay with us and with me and with our law enforcement partners.
When I asked specifically about their response to violence against people, Wahl said police did not know about the attack on Senator Carpenter or a driver who had been beaten and robbed until after those batteries had occurred. He says, had police known about them sooner, it, quote, very likely would have prompted a more rapid response.